We start, though, with developing news tonight. One elderly man fighting for his life after getting T-boned by an undercover MCSO deputy. And
tonight there are questions about this crash and conflicting reports about what those sheriff's deputies were doing before it. CBS 5's Greg Argos live now at 59th Avenue near Northern with more. Greg?
Seeing Catherine, this is where the crash ended. You can see just what's left of that silver SUV. Take a look right there. That's the SUV that the elderly man was driving into. To give you an idea of just how powerful this wreck was, the actual impact zone is right there in front of that fire hydrant. But those cars pushed more than 30 yards, about 100 feet, to their final location. Now, there was one person in each of those vehicles. Both were rushed to the hospital. Glendale police say the deputy in the black SUV is expected to be okay, but that elderly driver in the silver SUV, a man in his 70s, well, he may not make it. Right now, accident reconstruction teams are trying to figure out what happened. A spokesperson for MCSO, though, says the black SUV and a second deputy in a silver pickup were traveling in the center lane, responding to a tip about a violent criminal when they T-boned that elderly man who was trying to make a left-hand turn onto 59th Avenue. Police say it's too early to know whether they were using their lights or sirens, but multiple witnesses spoke with us, and they say they had no clue the other vehicle involved in this horrific crash was law enforcement. Was the black SUV the one that had the officers in it? Did they have sirens on? Did they have lights on?
No, I didn't hear any sirens. They didn't have any lights on. Even they crashed, there was no lights on, nothing.
So you didn't know it was even police inside there until they came out?
Yes.
Now back here live here at the crime scene, or the crash scene I should say, there are also questions about why those officers were even traveling in the center lane to begin with. An MCSO spokesperson says that's simply part of the investigation. Meanwhile, the evening commute here going to be quite the mess because 59th Avenue closed in both directions from Orangewood Avenue to Northern. We'll have more tonight at 6:30. For now, though, we're live here in Glendale. Greg Argos, CBS 5 News.